I'm here with Michael Wereschagin of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. How do you feel the turnout has been today?
Pretty extensive. I mean, we've had reports of high turnout across the region, across the state. We're hearing from poll workers that they're seeing folks that they haven't seen in a long time, but we're turning out for this election.
So mail-in ballots were a big issue with this election. How do you feel that will affect the outcome of the election?
Well, it's a huge part of the election. I mean, Pennsylvania changed how it handles mail-in ballots a couple of years ago. The first time we really did it under this new system was 2020, and we saw that had an enormous effect on the 2020 election. We're seeing this year that that people are still using these things at a very high rate. There's more than 1.4 million ballot applications that were sent out there. About 70% of them were from Democrats. The rest were split between Republicans and independents. But what you're seeing there is, a real high interest in the race, and a lot of people wanting to lock in their vote and make sure that it was counted, even if they couldn't make it on election day.
So how do you feel that John Fetterman's stroke that he had earlier in the year has affected this election?
That's difficult to say. I mean, I think that's kind of been an X factor in this race. You have a lot of folks who saw him, still trying to get out there and try to get in front of cameras and say, they saw somebody struggling to overcome an obstacle, and it was, it generated a lot of sympathy and some inspiration. But on the other side, you had folks who looked at his performance in the debate, for instance, when he stumbled over some of his answers and when his sentences were kind of clunky at times, and they thought, well, maybe this, it put some doubts in their minds about whether this person actually is able to do the job of U.S. Senator. Now, whether that's reinforcing pre-existing beliefs that are already out there, or whether it's actually influencing how people think about the race, I think we're not going to find that out until all these votes are counted and we kind of see how this all shakes out.